Good
Good
morning.
morning. Can you hear me? All right. So Ron, I want to introduce you to Michelle Mitchell. I met her on Tony's Tony's coaching podcast, and got a chance to dialogue with this young lady. She's very knowledgeable. I just want you guys to meet Michelle because she is the heart and guiding light behind Mitchell Consulting. And as a CEO and founder, she she's not just a visionary, but in the business world, but she's the a devoted advocate for financial literacy and masterful financial coach. And with this economy being the way it is, we need a financial coach. And so it's so nice to have someone with this rich tapestry of knowledge. And her mission is to empower business owners, especially women, to navigate their financial journeys with confidence and achieve their dreams. That's pretty much what she set out to do. She was Mitchell Consulting, sprang to life in 2010. So she has a lot of knowledge. She's born from Mitchell's decade-long journey through the intricate world of corporate finance. Her academic foundation is solid, with a bachelor's in accounting from Western Michigan University, a dual master's degree in organizational management and technical education from Spring Arbor University in Western Michigan. So she's very knowledgeable. She has the background. Her focus is clear. So she want to support women entrepreneurs. She's she's faced unique challenges and offer guidance to help manage finances with clarity and confidence. Her leadership background is phenomenal. So I am super excited for her. We have a lot to talk about. I'm gonna let her continue to tell more about herself. I can go on and on and on and on and on, but this young woman is very knowledgeable and I wanted to share her with the world. So I invited her to come on this radio show today so we could talk about all the stuff that she's doing. So Michelle, Ron, I just want to, Michelle, I want to introduce you to Ronald Gordon. He is the founder of WSAN Radio. His goal is to be the voice for the voiceless, but he also loves to help businesses, especially African American businesses, get out there and let people know what you're doing. Because a lot of times we don't have an avenue where we get what we need, or we don't have the information out there that we need. We we're not in a loop like everybody else. So that's what he does. He's looping us in on what's going on so we can help each other and grow together um, as a people. And so I just want to introduce you to him. So Michelle, this is Ron.
Nice to meet you, Ron. Hello. Oh, oh, wow. Oh. Mhm. Right. Yes. Yes.
Well, Michelle, I just want to, open the floor to you. I want you to tell the world, what is it that you actually do?
Sure. So thank you so much, Ron and Martha, for inviting me on the show today. I really appreciate it. What I would like the world to know what we do is ultimately we support small business owners. And our goal is to help small business owners bridge the gap in their knowledge from their passion to their profit. So we want to bridge the gap through education on all matters of financial literacy as it relates to being a business owner and having the fruits of those labors show up in your life. Period.
Okay. What type of help do you offer business?
Yeah. So if I go back to the beginning of starting Mitchell Consulting, like I started in corporate accounting and finance. So when I started the business, I was doing bookkeeping and QuickBooks support for small business owners. So I have been on a background of hundreds of businesses, and I know the messiness behind the scenes. And we help you straighten that out because a lot of times business owners start their journey into entrepreneurship because they're either an expert in something that they do or they have a love for what they do. They didn't necessarily get into business to understand business, but in order for that business to grow, you got to understand business, and your finances are the key because without cash flow, you have no business.
That is true. I hear
Yes.
that a lot actually. And I also heard how it's you could be a small business owner and not have a cash flow. So that doesn't quite make you a business owner.
That is
And
correct.
so it's awesome that how do you actually bridge that gap? And what you mentioned that you do it through, financial literacy, but what do you find as a pattern when you
Mhm.
meet with business owners? What kind of roadblocks do you find them?
Yeah. Yeah. One of the biggest hurdles we have to get over in what we do is that when business owners come to us, they you have to be a little bit vulnerable for someone to help you with your finances. And a lot of times there's a roadblock there. I don't want people to see how I've been operating, right? I don't want to ask for help because I should know how to do this, right? But here's the thing, like me and my team, we all went to school for this for 4 long years to learn how to create financial statements, read financial statements. And then on top of that, a lot of business owners have money baggage from their childhoods, being raised a certain way and thinking about money a certain way. You bring those financial habits into your business. So when people show up, they show up with lots of baggage. And we want to de-escalate that and say this is a safe place for you. It is our job to teach you, and it's not your job to know everything. So we've learned some things over the years working with entrepreneurs and small business owners, and that is typically the biggest hurdle we have to get over, even before they schedule a consultation with us, because they're afraid. And we just want you to know that you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to know everything. Trust me, we have seen more mess than you think. And we have navigated our clients through solving those issues. So it is a safe space for you to come to us and just put it all on the table. But we do have to build up that trust factor before people are comfortable enough to do that because, it's vulnerable. You have to be vulnerable in order to talk about your money issues.
That is so true. I kid you not.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
right. We do bring childhood
Mhm.
development issues. We bring childhood patterns. We bring
Yes.
things that we learned over the years that we that we bring that we have a product that's
Yes.
very useful to the world, but we
Hmm.
don't have the knowledge to get it out there. We don't have the knowledge to manage the resources that we have that comes in. And it's good that you create that safe space because that got to be hard. Because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know why I feel so naked when you talk about finance.
Right. But it does, you're kind of exposing yourself because we've been raised in an environment where we don't talk about money, period. We don't talk about how much money we make. We don't talk about, other than being flashy and people can see what you're purchasing, how you're using your resources in dollars. We don't talk about it. So why would it be different when you start your business? Like, you've been conditioned that way. So we have to get over that hurdle in order to really be able to help someone because you're bringing a lot of baggage to the table. We just make it a safe space. We break it down into simple terms so that you can understand it and internalize it and then start making behavior changes so that you can get to the point where what your ultimate goal is, which in most instances is financial freedom. That's why we started these businesses for the most part. We want some sense of financial freedom, and a business can give you that. But there are some things you got to learn along the way so
Right.
that we are educating against the mindset about money and then helping you feel the money leaks in your business because I promise you, you have them.
Oh, money leaks.
Yes.
What are some of the money leaks that you find like in businesses?
Yeah. So guess what? Today is tax day, right? Everybody got to
Oh
submit their
yeah,
tax
that's right.
returns.
It's like this is it. Or
Today is
else
it.
you're going to, yeah,
Today,
that's right. You're
today
right.
is the deadline. And here's the thing. A lot of people um, that have small businesses have been told get all the deductions you can, which I am a advocate for getting all the qualified deductions that you qualify for, right? But at the end of the day, we want to operate our businesses for profit.
Right.
And when you have a profit, you have tax liability.
Mm.
So, what most people do is they try to dump so much expenses into their business that are not technically business related. They're personal,
Okay.
but because you have a business, we need to reduce our tax liability. So, we're going to deduct everything, right? But it skews how your business is actually operating. So I would say let's have a strategy for profit growth in your business and then have a strategy for tax liability reduction. So a
Okay.
tax strategy, which encompasses more than just the business. We're looking at you as a whole person that files that tax return. So it's your personal and it's your business. So it's both components. We focus more on the business side of things and helping people understand that just because you're piling on expenses into your business, how is that helping your efficiency and your operational effectiveness in your business?
Oh, you right about that. We do.
Yeah.
We
Hmm.
do tend to do that. We don't. We like
Yeah.
let's get as much as we can off of this. Yeah, and
Yes. And I'm saying
really
just
not
have a
looking
strategy first.
right the
Hmm.
financial health of the business.
Yes.
And so when you what is your onboarding process for what you do?
Sure. So our onboarding process, we start with a financial wellness assessment. And that financial wellness assessment, we go through about 65 different questions so we can understand you as an owner and then how your business is operating, because I believe it's holistic. We look at you as the person who owns this business. And once we understand what your own personal financial goals are, how your business is operating, um, and how you're engaging with your clients, like the products and services you're selling them, how we can structure your business so that it's producing the most profit for you that you can then in turn have in your life. So we start with the financial wellness assessment. Not only that, we look at your QuickBooks file, see how you're doing, if you're using it in the proper way. And then from there, if you're not, we educate you on best practices, right?
Okay.
Sometimes we have to go in and clean up a mess, which is fine. It's what we do. We're experts at that. And then we set you on a course based on what your need is. So that's our onboarding process. And we want to
Oh, pretty
fulfill the
nice.
need. Yes. Mhm.
Okay. That's nice. I love that, you get down to what a business will need so that
Yes.
you can look for long-term success in it.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Um, I want to tell us about the Empower, Thrive, and Scale program. Tell us more about that.
Wow. So I'm very excited about the Empower, Thrive, and Scale program. So Mitchell Consulting for all of these years has primarily been a done for you financial firm, right? We do everything for you. But one of the things when I first started Mitchell Consulting, I used to teach people how to do their own bookkeeping and QuickBooks. And it over the years, you know, I just couldn't focus on that. But now we're coming back to that with Empower, Thrive, and Scale. It's primarily for startup business owners, freelancers, contractors who are just getting their footing into the business world, and we are teaching you, one, how to use QuickBooks, how to understand all the financial terms in the business world. Um, we are doing Q&A sessions. So it's group. So you come to us with your questions and we answer your questions. We are actually teaching you how to use QuickBooks online. And then on a quarterly basis, you will get a review and insight from an expert into your business based on the work that you have done to create your financial statements.
Oh,
So
so
that's
this
the
is like
Empower, Thrive, and Scale.
the
Yes,
beginning stages of your
the
business,
beginning stages. Yes.
and all of and can you define the beginning stages? Because sometimes it's not just opening it up, right?
Correct, correct. You could be a freelancer, like you've been doing a side hustle for a while and you just kind of want to get your financial footing and want to understand the landscape of, you know, what is this thing, QuickBooks? It feels so overwhelming. I have all of these receipts. I don't know what to do with them. So we talk about a variety of things in this program to help the business owner. So that comes in the Q&A sessions. The QuickBooks trainings are very specific. Like we take a certain part of uh, the software and we teach that, and we'll do that like once a month. Then you can come back and ask us questions. So it's for the newer entrepreneur or someone who's like, oh, this side hustle thing is getting kind of, it may be
Right.
getting a little juicy, right? So let me get my financials in order. So that's really who it's for, to help you along. And what we've learned about who we help, the people that start with us at the very beginning stay with us long term, and they grow into some amazing businesses
Oh,
because we
nice.
educate them along the way. So it's kind of a stair step. You start out small, and as you feel more confident, we're here to help you all the way along the journey to multi-million dollar organizations.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
nice. And
Yeah.
so what's the duration of this first process?
So I would say the way we would like people to move through this program is you stay in here for about a year and then you can
Okay.
step up. Yeah, then you can step up because we're teaching you and training you all along the way so that you can step up. It's not designed for you to stay there, but if that's where you are, that's where you are. You
So
know,
it's good to give a year commitment.
yeah, it's about a year, I would say, because we cover
Okay.
all kinds of subjects like okay, I started out as this side hustle. Now I want to hire somebody. So we talk about hiring. We talk
Oh,
about
okay.
how you hire. You know, do you start out as hiring a contractor first? What does that even mean? Because some people may not know. They may think,
Right.
I got to put them on payroll and I have to hire someone for 40 hours a week. No, you do not. You do
Okay.
not. Yeah. So you can hire people at increments of time if that's where you are. So we help walk you through those changes that happen as you're growing, your business. So yeah, that's where, I'm pretty excited about Empower Thrive and Scale. So
Oh,
yeah.
nice. I know we have a flyer for it actually, if Ron can show the flyer. But my question, yeah, yeah, if you could show the flyer while as we
Yeah.
chat a little bit to see what the flyer look like, so that people can kind of see how they can actually reach out, because
Yeah,
sometimes it's just that some businesses don't use QuickBooks like you said,
that's true. Yeah.
and this would
So
be a
some
great opportunity to step in
Yeah.
into something
So,
like.
yeah. So even if you're not using QuickBooks yet and you're using spreadsheets, that's fine. Like we have instruction on how to use the spreadsheet to get the
Okay.
information that you want, so you don't have to start with QuickBooks. You can start with a spreadsheet. I would just say start with something, and then you can grow from there as your business generates more income.
And then you have people that review it and give you
Yes. Yep.
feedback.
And
So
give you feedback.
you got a coaching program built into this.
Yes, it
Got it.
is. Mhm.
While he's pulling that up, tell us
Yeah.
about what.
Yeah, he can just go to empowerthriveandscale.com and it'll pull it up.
Yeah, what gave you the passion to get in this field?
Mm. Wow, that goes back a long way. So, when I was in high school, just, that young person, like sophomore-ish, like, what do you want to do with your life? I didn't know, but I knew I loved numbers. I was really good at math. And I didn't know like what kind of careers are available for someone like me, And going into my junior year, my counselor said, well, maybe you want to try accounting. And I took an accounting class in high school. And then in my senior year, I took an accounting tech class, I guess you could call it. It was like a 2-hour block of in school. And I learned a lot about the basics of accounting and bookkeeping. As a senior in high school, I got my first job as an assistant to a bookkeeper. And then when I went away to college, like I got a job as like a junior accountant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so being in accounting because numbers just come so easily for me and understanding numbers, breaking things down, that's where it started from. And over the years, I was in corporate America for like 10 years. And I always thought about, I'm like, I'm helping these multi-million dollar companies. I don't see the impact of what I do. And I always
Hmm.
wanted to see like impact people's lives. I don't know where that came from, but I wanted to make a difference. And I couldn't see that difference being made being in that corporate job. But as I
Okay.
started working with uh, small business owners, I immediately start seeing the impact of just my skill set, for people who aren't numbers people. I've been able to take complex concepts and break them down so people can understand them and they can internalize what the the different things mean to them in their lives. So that's really how it started.
Nice. And I
Yeah.
know you also have a nonprofit component to your business. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So we do work with nonprofits. When the business started, we started with nonprofits. So I started working with nonprofits because my husband works in economic development. He's always sending, hey, can you help this nonprofit with their QuickBooks? Now, mind you, back then I didn't know anything about QuickBooks, but I did my best to help, right? Help the nonprofits because they are mission based. And a lot of times they didn't have the expertise that they needed in order to navigate the finances of a nonprofit. So we still help nonprofits, and I am so proud of the nonprofits that we help support because a lot of them start with us grassroots, like the originator of the nonprofit, they're putting their own money into the nonprofits. And, so we're helping them build budgets so they can present them for funding, and they're getting funding. And one of our current clients just received $10 million in funding. Their
Wow.
nonprofit, they started with us where the owner, like he was putting in his own money, and he was like, I'm like, okay, I know you can't afford to pay me, but here's what I'm going to do to help you. And over time, like because of our relationship and him understanding his organization, he was able to put together a pitch along with the finances and gain a $10 million grant. Like, that's
That
amazing,
is
right?
amazing.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Yes. So I'm very proud of that.
Wow. Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, yeah, we were looking for a flyer. Is it on your website?
It's just the website. I didn't send you a
Oh, okay.
flyer.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's the website.
Mhm.
Okay. So when
Yeah.
people go on the website, oh, it's just say join the scale. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so learning tools. So I guess Ron would show the website, the
Okay.
link to the website in the chat so that people can actually go there and join your
Yes.
empowerment, thrive, and scale.
Yep.
So
The
yeah, so
Empower
that's
Thrive and
pretty
Scale
cool.
program. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's our main website. If you just go to Empower Thrive, I can put it in chat.
Yeah, we
Yes.
see it. She's gonna put in the chat the link, and then when you click the link, you'll see a different part of the website.
Yes. Yes.
I like your
There you go.
picture. It really describes you because when I was
Oh, thank you. I try not to make, finances. I try to give it a little flair and not make it boring. Because,
that's
people
good
eyes
because I
cross when
think
you start talking. People eyes be crossing when you start talking about numbers and stuff. So I try to give it a little flair.
so
Yeah.
you and so yeah, so you also work with Tony the money coach.
Yes,
You
Tony
guys are both
Jackson.
you guys went to school together, right?
Yes. So Tony Jackson and I met as freshmen at Western Michigan University. Tony Jackson was one of the first people I met on campus. And we have had a friendship for over 30 years. His wife and I are best friends together. So,
That's
yes, and we co-host the show, The Real Money Coach, on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. So,
which is great. I catch you guys from time to time.
yes,
I hop
yes,
on.
and you are a great guest on the show.
Thank you. And so when you sign, I saw that to join, so it's $99 a month, which is well
Y-
worth it
yes,
because you get
so
coaching.
there's two parts to it. The $99 a month is like several digital courses that you can take, especially if you're just getting your feet wet up being in business. The 199 is the next level, which is where we're teaching you QuickBooks. We're having the Q&A sessions, and we're reviewing your financials, your financial system on a quarterly basis. And that's the 199. So
Okay.
you're getting a lot of support, for a little bit of an investment so that we can help more people. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you created a educational platform.
It is an educational platform. Like I
That's
said,
awesome.
we educate first.
We
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah. I know.
We definitely need it because what you don't know.
Exactly. Exactly.
And so, Ron, do you have any questions?
Mhm. Yeah, so as someone is trying to grow, that's typically what most of our clients come to us for. Like, when is it time to make an investment, right? So, you have to be at a certain level of business, first of all, in order to support that, or have other resources, that your business has in order to support that. Because we want to make an educated decision, and we don't want to make a decision um, that we will have to, go back on. So you want to have enough business there to actually support the hire, right? And if it's on a contracted basis, a lot of times I tell people to start out on a project, and see if the project is feasible for you. And once you can see that that project is feasible for you financially, then you can step up, the hiring process. So, just to give an example of my own business, like I hired a bookkeeper as a contractor for 5 hours a week. 5 hours. That was it. I told him, you can't work 5 hours and 15 minutes because I can't afford that. Right? You can work 5 hours a week. That's what I can afford. But what that allowed me to do is to work on the things that will actually grow the business while I'm training him how to service our clients. And that person is still with me today. He is full time. He is a W-2 employee, and he runs our accounting department.
Oh, nice.
Yes. I hired him at 5 hours a week in 2017.
That's great. What's great is
Yes.
that we can see that you're implementing the tools you
Yes.
need to make your business successful. So
Yes.
you're already successful in your business.
Yes. So what I've been able to do within Mitchell Consulting, I then in turn teach it to our clients because it's been successful. And our job is to help bridge the gap, right?
Right.
In
Right.
your knowledge. So if I can shorten the path to success for any business owner, I will take that opportunity.
So I know you mentioned that done for you. You kind
Hmm.
of phased out for a minute and then you came back to that. What made you come back to that?
So the teaching part, yeah, because I see a need.
Okay,
There has been an explosion of growth in entrepreneurship uh, in the United States, and a definite explosion of growth for women business owners. So I see a need out there, and it's just our done for you serve. Like everyone on our team is high caliber. Like every accountant has a master's degree on our team.
okay,
So high level of competency, right? So I can't afford, like most startups can't afford to pay those rates.
that's
So,
true.
but the impact that I wanted to have, I know is with these new startups. I know that for sure. And because I've seen it, I've been able to work with, the startups and have them grow into major businesses. So I wanted to get back to that because it's the impact piece that is our focus in this Empower, Thrive, and Scale program.
Awesome, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. So it's 199 a
Yes.
month, and you
Correct.
and with coaching, which is great actually. How
Yeah.
now is it a number of times they get coaching? Is it scheduled? How does that work?
So there is a schedule. They get the QuickBooks training once I think it's once a month. And then they get a Q&A session once a month. You can submit questions at any time. Then we have our financial empowerment educational roundtable, which we take different subjects and we break down that subject. This last one we did was demystifying financial statements.
Mm,
So financial statements get cross eyes all the time. So we explain how financial statements work so that everything that you do in your business helps to create that financial statement. So that's once a month. So we're meeting about every 2 to 3 weeks in this program. And then on a quarterly basis, we will review your financial system and give you feedback once a
okay.
quarter. So go a quarter, we'll take a look at it, how you're operating, give you some insights, and then you can implement those or not. Like it's a suggestion, but based on our expertise, we're doing that. And that's where I see small business owners, especially newer ones, don't get that insight
That's
into
true.
what they could be doing differently. And as we build this relationship with you, like you begin to we get to know you better and we get to really understand what your goals are as as you're trying to grow your business. And that's the part
Okay.
I actually love. So,
All right. All right. I love that. I love that.
yeah,
And when does this program start? Once they
it has already
no.
started.
Oh, so
Yes.
you can start at any point.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Okay. That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
it is very exciting.
All right. Ryan, you have anything else?
Oh, okay. And well, Ron, I try to listen to clients and potential clients more than I speak. So I hear what you guys are saying, and I understand where your pain point is. So we're just trying to solve it. That's all. We're just trying to solve that pain point. Absolutely.
That is true.
Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's what I try to do, and I teach my team to do the same. Like, it's not for us to vomit on our clients or potential clients all of our knowledge, because we need to fix their problem. We want to bridge the gap. In order to bridge the gap, we need to understand where you are and what's important to you.
How
So
long
that's just my philosophy.
how long have this program been going so far?
So we just started this program. We just started March. We just
March.
started it in anticipation of Financial Literacy Wellness Month, which is April. So
Oh,
it is Financial Literacy Wellness Month. So, you
that's
know,
awesome.
yeah. So we just try to educate people on, financial literacy. So, which is
That's
very
good. So
important to me.
do they get one-on-one as well, or just group?
So that it is group. They don't get one-on-one at this level.
Okay.
So, but our clients, they get one-on-ones with us all the time. Like our
Got it.
monthly retainer clients, yes.
Okay.
But I know we're trying to make it accessible. So we have to work with some constraints, because I
Right.
have to look at my own profit margins. And if we're
Right.
putting in too many resources and they can't afford it, I can't function as a business owner. So what I'm telling you to do, we also do.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what would a business have to do to prepare to actually join for 199? What do they have to do to prepare other
They don't
than nothing?
show up with an open mind.
Okay.
That's it. Show up
Good
with
to
an
know.
open mind
Well, okay. And
and be ready to receive.
got it. What do
Yeah.
you find since you've been doing it since 8 March? What do you have you found any hurdles that you have to cross as you're doing this?
Yeah. It goes back to the mindset piece. It goes back to the money mindset piece of the thing of it. And, yes, I need this information. Yes. But people are afraid. People are afraid to take a step. And the way we design this program is, if you take the step, you don't like it, cancel it. Period. You know, so I don't want you to be afraid to take a chance on yourself.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's
Take
awesome.
a chance on yourself, because you never know what you don't know until you know, right? You
That's
don't
true.
know what you don't know until you know. Like, dang, I didn't even know that.
That is
But
true.
she just
That is
told me.
true. I'm
So,
glad you're
yeah.
sharing it because really, seriously, like this is the season for this, and I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
sign up myself because this
Yeah.
is
I
the
mean,
season
that's
for growth
literally
in
the
my
biggest
business.
hurdle. Hmm.
Yeah,
It's literally the biggest hurdle. And
because I
I
want
would
to take
have to,
mine to the next level.
right. And if you want to go to the next level, what are you hesitating about? When you know this potentially could help me understand the avenues I need to take in order to get to the next level, like, why are you like, what's the hesitation? I would like to understand that, Ron. Like, what is the hesitation? Because we're giving you everything you said you wanted. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think when I
Success
think
follows
about it,
success as well. Yeah.
yeah, when I think about it, I think the first, if I'm being candid, the first hesitation is 199 is not a lot. to
Mm-hmm.
invest in your business because you got to have a business write-off as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yes.
first hesitation is, am I going to be able to commit? And also, am I going to be able to
Ah,
get the outcome I'm looking for, even though I don't know the outcome? If that
right.
makes sense,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And this is how
So,
we think, and then we go around and make this and continue this. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Or I can choose to continue to be in the same boat, or I can take a chance on growth.
correct.
And
Yes.
and that's the
So,
roundabout thought process.
yeah, 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 yeah. I get that. I get that. That's a roundabout thought process. But have your goal in mind. Like, if you're really trying to grow and someone offers you something to help you along that pathway, is that goal really something you want?
Right.
Is it? Because when it is, you will commit yourself to reaching it.
That is true.
Or is it just lip service?
Ooh.
I say I want to grow, but I'm actually not doing the thing that's going to get me to grow. So my daily activities are not lining up with what I say I want.
Exactly.
So adjust your daily activities to get to the thing that you want. So what do I have to do to adjust my daily activities?
Move the things that's not bringing value to your day,
Exactly.
to your business actually,
Exactly.
and move forward, you know?
Yes. That's the only way you can grow. You have to
Exactly.
prioritize what's
Exactly.
important. Yeah.
So that's what I see that could be a potential, and
Yeah.
fear of exposing what you're not doing.
We
Um,
have a safe space.
and because you have a
Mhm.
safe space, which is awesome,
Yes.
and that's what's gonna create the growth.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, I'm glad to know about this. I didn't,
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to find something out here, and just so the listeners can know, it costs tremendous amount of money to get that kind of coaching anywhere.
Yes. Anywhere.
Anywhere. To get that
Anywhere.
kind of knowledge, it can cost you way more than that. So what you're offering is
Oh,
not very, it's very attainable with price. It's
yes.
very good price, very good price.
Yes. Yes. That was our goal. That was our goal.
It's definitely price worthy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
happy with what you're doing, because we need this, especially,
Mhm.
us as, you know, people of our color, we need this because we didn't grow up with a business acumen like this. We didn't grow up with that financial knowledge that we need. And that's why we need that financial literacy. Isn't, it's not about, you know, just saying you got a business, but operate like an actual business.
Operate like you have a business. Yeah. And even though I have a degree in accounting, there were some things I did not know, like as a business owner. So not only do you get this technical knowledge from Mitchell Consulting, you also get the experience, expertise from me walking the walk for 14 years. Because it's been a lot over 14 years.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot of lessons that I impart on our clients. And you can only get those from someone who's actually been through it. Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna have to hop on there and get in.
Okay.
Getting in, I gotta get in on that.
Get in. Yeah. So
I
we'll be
gotta get
happy to
in. I gotta
support.
get in on that.
Yeah.
Ron, do you have any listeners that have any questions or
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, correct, correct. Yeah, yes. Mhm, yes. Yeah, so basically what this rule is getting at, the IRS wants to know who owns the business. And that's basically what it's getting at. So let's think back a few years, right? PPP, PPP,
Yeah.
PPP. This is a result of PPP. So people out
Oh,
here
these are,
finessing the system to get these PPP funds. And the IRS is saying, oh, no, 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 you're not a business. You're so what this act is doing is bringing transparency to who owns the business. Yeah.
oh,
See? Yep. Yep. Exactly. Like,
wow.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah. It was fraudulent. So I think this is to close loopholes, of people saying they own a business and they actually don't. Um, it's transparency of who owns the business.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, we so grateful to have you on the show today. And we want you to tell the listeners how can they get a hold of you?
Wow, the best way to get a hold of us is go to something on our website, which is mitchellconsultingservice.com. When you first enter the website, there's a pop-up window for the Financial Empowerment Roundtable. Those are 100% for free. For free. When I say for free, I should be charging because we be dropping some dimes. Like,
Ooh.
it's for free. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Financial
pull
Empowerment
up,
Roundtable.
yeah, Ron, pull up the web. She put a link in there. You can go to that link. She put in the chat.
Oh, yeah, that's the Empower, Thrive, and Scale program. But mitchellconsultingservice.com is our main website. And on that website, you can sign up for Roundtable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And those, like, we talk about lots of things on those roundtables that relate to business owners and being able to make decisions. Um, so one time we talked about money in. How do you get money into your business? What do you do? What kind of system do you have to get the
Mm,
money to get paid? How do you get
right.
paid, right? What systems can you use to get paid faster? What systems can you use? Like, if you're a service provider, like, why are you invoicing people? Get them to authorize payment. And then I like to be in control of the money coming in. So, yeah. So we
So this
talk
is the
about things
round
like that.
table.
Yes, this is
Oh,
Roundtable.
nice. So you just register for the
Yeah,
monthly round table.
just register for the monthly Roundtable. And look, you can ask a question of the host. Like, you can ask
Wow,
your question and we will
that's
answer your
nice.
question.
I
Yeah.
am. I love your platform.
Well, thank you. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Some of the other things we talk about is business ownership and how do I get paid as the owner?
Yep.
And what are all the avenues I can pay myself legally? Like that was a topic of one of our roundtables recently, you know?
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Yeah. Pay yourself. Pay yourself. You know,
Yeah,
we talk about cash flow. What does cash flow mean? Like, how do I make sure that I have enough money set aside for operating the business, paying myself taxes, since today is tax day, and for profit? How do I do that? Like, I hear people talking about cash flow, but what does it actually mean? And we've had a roundtable just
I
about cash flow.
love it. I'm excited. I'm joining
Yes.
the round table and
Join roundtable. Look, you're doing it right now. Yeah.
I'm
Don't
not
be
either.
scared.
I'm not either. I'm
Don't be
just glad
scared.
that I'm so glad that I met. When I met you, I didn't even know this part about it. So I'm glad I asked you to come on because
Yeah.
what's great about this is that Ron has a lot of business people that's
Mhm.
listening that that's been on the
That's
show
awesome.
as well.
Yeah.
So it's great to know information like this because we have access
Yes.
and you don't
You do.
find that very often. And then when you some I've been in the corporate world for a long time.
Mhm.
And even just the the things that you're offering, I've seen people pay 10,000, 15,000
Abs
just to have
absolutely.
someone come in and just talk about it for a day.
Yeah.
I've seen that in the corporate world.
Yeah. So, we're trying to be accessible. We really are. That's why we have this program. Not to negate what our core business is, which is the
Right.
done for you side and the one-on-one touch points, right? We want to be impact. Impact. That is my whole theme for the year is impact. Who am I impacting? Who are we impacting? How can we change lives? And this is one way we can.
I love it.
So I
He did because
thank
I'm
you,
on the only because I'm on the only because I'm on the show and I can't focus on two, three
Ryan.
things at one
Right.
time. Oh no, no, but
Right.
I'm signing up when I get off.
Okay. All are welcome. All are
I'm
welcome.
signing up when I get off. I'm gonna beat you to the 199 window. I'm showing off because my business. I want my business to grow. I'm
Yeah.
Oh yeah, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I have
Mm.
a workshop that's it's gonna be every Saturday for the month of May, and it's gonna be from 10 to 11:30. You only need to sign up for one Saturday, and what you're gonna learn is the art of managing stress, anxiety, fear, and
Mhm.
worry. They all
Mhm.
may seem the same. They are related. I call them cousins, but they act
Mhm.
differently. And if you don't know which one you're operating in, it's hard to kind of
Mhm.
manage it. So I'm giving you tools to learn how to do that, along with an ebook and 2 sessions with me that the sessions never expire. The purpose of the sessions is if you were in that interactive class and there's something that comes up that you need help with the tools that you have in your toolbox, I show you how to utilize those tools. And so I'm giving you tools that you can use for growth, but not only that, that you can use for your children. You can show some people in your business. If coaches get on, they can teach them. They can also teach other people because we live in uncertain times. We live in times where
Mhm.
the culture is disconnected. And the more isolation, the more all these things pop up. And if you don't know how to manage, you will see why people are coming to work or in the business or showing up in life in a deficit in and it shows in their behavior. And so I just want to help in that area because I've utilized the tools and it's been very effective, and it's actually, it doesn't take long to learn. So that class, that training is starting May 4th, and it will go every Saturday. You only need one Saturday. And the first 5 people that sign up get an extra bonus. And you'll find out what that is. But so far people are signing up. So you definitely want to get your seat, pass the information on. It's going to be an awesome, awesome interactive virtual class. And hopefully, depending on the demand, I may end up opening up even more. But the good thing about it is that this ebook will be available on Amazon for sales, but you get it for free. So that's the awesome part. Yep.
Yep.
You have been quiet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-mm. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But you don't see that now, and you don't see people utilizing checks anymore either, Harley.
that is
So
true.
that's probably why. It's so crazy. We need to go back to the basics.
Yeah.
Well, Michelle, it's been nice. I'm so grateful you had took out the time for us today and
Yes.
to learn more about what you do. I'm glad I was able to get you on because I was able to see another side of what you do. So thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you. We appreciate you sharing what you do. We appreciate what you're doing, and we're excited to be able to see for ourselves.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
I know, right?
That's right.
We need it. We need it. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Ron, for everything that you're doing.
Yes.
Yes, I'll pass your information to Ron.
Going on. It really helps out everybody else.
It
Yes.
does.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all take care. I don't know what else to say. I'm at all right now. I'm gonna sign up for a free class. I'm gonna check that out. Um, I don't know. I'm stuck now. Y'all got me speechless. That never happens.
Speechless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Wow,
never
Ron.
happens again. Never.
Never.
All
Okay.
the, all this knowledge out here is just ooh. What can you say?
I guess I'll take that as a compliment.
Yes, 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 yes. So y'all take care and woo. All right, everybody.